নমস্কাৰ সকলোকে স্বাগতম জনাইছো নিউজ 18 বিশেষলৈ মই প্ৰীতি প্ৰিয়দৰ্শিনী আৰু আজি আমাৰ লগত আছে এগৰাকী বিশেষ অতিথি আমাৰ লগত আছে ডক্টৰ জিমি শাদ আৰু তেখেতৰ সৈতে আমি কথা পাতিম তেখেত হৈছে সিনিয়ৰ কনসালটেন্ট পেডিয়াট্ৰিক ইউৰোলজিষ্ট এপোলো চিলড্ৰেনছ হস্পিটেল চেন্নাই ফাৰ্স্ট অফ অল sir welcome to news 18 Assam Northeast
Thank you. Thanks to everybody for calling me here.
Yes sir so as we talk about your department pediatric urologist हमारे दर्शक थोड़ा जानना चाहेंगे what is it about क्योंकि when we talk about a term बहुत बार ऐसा होता है कि दर्शकों को समझ में नहीं आता है certain medical terms क्या क्या आता है under this department and what kind of diseases can be we can say it can be cured when treated properly
Pediatric urologist एक वो एज वी अंडरस्टैंड जनरल सर्जन्स होते हैं जो अडल्ट्स के बीमारियों का ख्याल रखते हैं जो नॉर्मली हेड टू टो सर्जन्स जनरल सर्जन्स यू कैन से बट देन वी हैव स्पेशलिस्ट इन अडल्ट्स ब्रांचेस कि अडल्ट में जैसे यूरोलॉजिस्ट होता है वो किडनी यूरेटर ब्लैडर की सर्जरीज करता है अपने हार्ट सर्जन्स हैं ब्रेन के सर्जन्स को न्यूरो सर्जन्स बोलते हैं उसी तरह से हम लोग पीडियाट्रिक यूरोलॉजिस्ट हैं मतलब बच्चों की जो बच्चा जब पैदा होता है उससे 18 साल तक बच्चों की यूरोलॉजी की जो प्रॉब्लम्स हैं उसकी मैं देखभाल करता हूँ तो आई एम अ पीडियाट्रिक यूरोलॉजिस्ट So I just take care of the urological diseases which happens in pediatric age group that is from the time of the birth or even before birth in the womb from there to the 18 years of life. So that is what it is.
Okay, so I have come across a term of a disease called hypospadias. So what is it about? Hypospadias कितना serious है और कितने सालों के बच्चों में ये देखा जाता है and how do you see it when it can be cured? Like जैसे हम बोलते हैं कि जितना जल्दी एक बीमारी को treat किया जाए उतना जल्दी उसका treatment का chances ज़्यादा रहता है. So what have you seen regarding hypospadias?
हाइपोस्पेडियस एक वन ऑफ द कॉमन डिजीजेस जो हम लोग नॉर्मल रोज की प्रैक्टिस में देखते हैं हाइपोस्पेडियस एक कंजेनिटल एनामली है मींस कि बच्चा जब बन रहा होता है मदर वूम में तभी ये एनामली डेवलप होती है बच्चे के अंदर
ओके
सो इन सब बच्चों में जो यूरिनरी टीम पैसेज जो होता है वो बच्चे का पेनिस जो बच्चे का जहाँ लिंग जहाँ से वो यूरिन पास करता है वो टिप पे ना होके उसकी अंडर सरफेस पे होता है नीचे की तरफ होता है तो इसके 3 कंपोनेंट रहते हैं एक तो कि उसका जो पैसेज है पैसेज पूरी तरह से बना नहीं होता है तो वो टिप तक नहीं पहुंचता है वो कहीं पे भी उसके अंडर सरफेस पे उसकी ओपनिंग होगी एक होता है कि उसका कर्वेचर रहता है कि यूरिनरी ऑर्गन ढंग से बना ही नहीं है तो वो बेंड रहता है दिस इज कॉल्ड एज स्कॉडी एंड बिकॉज कि उसका डेवलपमेंट कंप्लीट नहीं होता है तो उसी तरह से उसकी जो स्किन जो फोर स्किन जो नॉर्मली एक बच्चा जब नॉर्मल बच्चा पैदा होता है मेल चाइल्ड तो उसकी आगे की जो कैप होती है जिसको ग्लैंड्स कहते हैं दैट इज कवर्ड बाय स्किन जिसे हम प्रीप्यूस और या फोर स्किन कहते हैं तो वो इन बच्चों में वो भी जो होती है वो पूरी तरह से बनी नहीं होती है वो भी सिर्फ ऊपर की तरह होती है तो उसे कहते हैं अपन हुड ये 3 कंपोनेंट मिला के हाइपोस्पेडियस बनता है और ये इसमें ओपनिंग जो हो सकती है वो कहीं भी हो सकती है बिल्कुल डिस्टली मतलब बिल्कुल टिप के पास से होने के बाद उसको डिस्टल हाइपोस्पेडियस कहते हैं जो बीच के हिस्से में हो तो उसको मिड पेनाइल बोलते हैं और बिल्कुल क्लोज टू द एनल ओपनिंग जहां से इंसान अपना मोशन स्टूल पास करता है उसके पास तक हो सकता है तो इसको माइल्ड मॉडरेट और सिवियर वैरायटी में दिखा गया है तो ये बच्चे जब तो इट इज एनामली विच इज नॉट एक्वायर्ड मतलब पैदा जब होता है बच्चा तभी आइडेंटिफाई होती है
सो इट्स लाइक बाय
बर्थ डिफॉर्मिटी है और इट इज क्वाइट कॉमन नाउ डेज इट इज एज कॉमन एज 1 in 150 लाइव बर्थ एंड इट द चांस इन द नंबर्स आर इंक्रीजिंग and it needs address and it needs address close to the birth 6 months to 9 months is the right time for surgical intervention
6 months to
9 months
okay.
बच्चा जब छोटा रहता है तब उसको अगर आप ऑपरेट करते हैं तो बहुत सारे एडवांटेजेस हैं एक तो मतलब सर्जिकल रिपेयर के लिए तो अच्छा टाइम है ही वो द बॉडी इज बेटर शेप्ड अप टू टेक अप द ट्रॉमा व्हेन द चाइल्ड इज यंग पर बच्चे की आजकल की जितनी स्टडीज हुई हैं लेटेस्ट स्टडीज में पता चलता है बहुत ज्यादा बिहेवियरल और जो चेंजेस जो आते हैं यूरिनरी ब्लैडर के अंदर प्रॉब्लम्स आती हैं उसके बाद बाकी एक बच्चे के ऊपर एक जो साइकोलॉजिकल इफेक्ट्स होते हैं, आप उससे भी बचा रहे हैं। जो बच्चा जैसे जब लेट आता है, जब बच्चा कॉन्शियस हो चुका है अपनी बॉडी के लिए, फिर आप उसको आप ऑपरेट करते हैं, और ये एक ऐसी सर्जरी है दैट शुड बी डन ओनली एट स्पेशलिस्ट सेंटर, विच आई डेफिनेटली वांट टू रिटेट अ पॉइंट, क्योंकि हाइपोस्पेडियस के लिए हम लोग बोलते हैं कि हाइपोस्पेडियस शुड ओनली बी डन बाय हाइपोस्पेडियोलॉजिस्ट। इनफैक्ट जैसे मैं पीडियाट्रिक यूरोलॉजिस्ट हूँ, तो वही मैं पूरी स्पेक्ट्रम को कवर कर रहा हूँ।
ओके।
बट हाइपोस्पेडियस उसमें भी बहुत वन ऑफ द मोस्ट ट्रिकियर सर्जरीज इन अ सर्जिकल प्रैक्टिस है। इट इज नॉट अ सिंपल सर्जरी. It requires lot of patience, lot of dedication, and requires very intricate and the fine work. And definitely so experience also comes into matter. Otherwise because like what I do almost half of my surgeries of hypospadias repair is redos or failed surgeries.
Okay.
So babies have got operated at other centers and then they come.
Okay, so that is a hindrance, we can say, like getting operated somewhere not with the specialist can.
हाँ, ये सर्जरी ऐसी है, इसलिए तो एक टर्म यूज किया जाता है हाइपोस्पेडियोलॉजिस्ट।
Okay.
मतलब सिर्फ एक बीमारी के लिए एक तरह का स्पेशलिस्ट है। तो दैट इज द स्टडी सेज द पर्सन शुड एटलीस्ट डू 100 हाइपोस्पेडियास पर ईयर to be able to develop enough experience to operate such babies.
So if we are talking about hypospadias, as you have already talked, 6 to 9 months is the best time to get it cured or go to the doctor. Sometimes it also might happen that the parents are not very aware that it will get cured, maybe some deformity is there. Once he grows up, maybe it will get cured. What will happen if it is treated later? How it will be the success rate of getting it cured?
That's what I said कि जो आइडियल टाइम है वो तो आइडियल टाइम है, अदरवाइज तो डेफिनेटली वी आल्सो गेट मोस्ट ऑफ द पेशेंट व्हेन दे हैव क्रॉस्ड द आइडियल टाइम। तो बच्चे 2 साल का आएगा, 3 साल का, आप करेंगे तो सही, मगर वो बेस्ट टाइम नहीं है। बॉडी इज नॉट प्रिपेयर, द टिश्यूज आर नॉट द थिंग। और मैंने जैसे बोला कि सिर्फ रिपेयर और रिपेयर की कॉम्प्लिकेशंस की बात नहीं कर रहा मैं तो बोल रहा हूँ बच्चे की साइकोलॉजिकल कॉम्प्लिकेशंस। क्योंकि बच्चा जैसे ग्रो करता है, बड़ा होता है, तो यू गेट अवेयर। एंड आई वांट इफ यू कैन ऑपरेट एंड मेक इट लुक एब्सोल्युटली नॉर्मल एज द चाइल्ड ग्रोज अप। चाइल्ड शुड नॉट इवन कम टू नो एज इफ चाइल्ड हैज अंडरगॉन सर्जरी। तो आप उससे बचा रहे हैं। और बच्चे को क्योंकि दिस रिपेयर्स नीड्स लिटिल बिट ऑफ केयर पोस्ट ऑपरेटिवली ऑल्सो, तो छोटे बच्चे को मैनेज करना भी आसान होता है। बिकॉज एट दैट टाइम द रिक्वायरमेंट ऑफ अ बेबी इज टू हैव इनफ फीड्स एंड रेस्ट इज स्लीपिंग और बीइंग विद द मदर ओनली। So it's easier to manage. So and results wise also there are a lot of advantages. ब्लैडर फंक्शंस के ऊपर, क्योंकि बच्चे को और अदर जो प्रॉब्लम्स होती हैं उससे आप उन सब से भी बचा पाते हैं।
वही हम आपसे पूछने वाले थे, व्हाट आर अदर थिंग्स दैट माइट कम अप अलोंग विथ द हाइपोस्पेडियस, उसके साथ इफ इट्स नॉट ट्रीटेड कुछ फर्दर उसका इम्पैक्ट हो सकता है क्या बॉडी पे? लाइक साइकोलॉजिकली तो ऑब्वियसली इट विल अफेक्ट द चाइल्ड।
नहीं तो दिस नीड्स करेक्शन, और उसके जो इफेक्ट्स हैं वो डिपेंड करेंगे कि किस तरह का उसका व्हाट टाइप ऑफ वैरायटी, देयर इज मल्टीपल वैरायटी, नो टू चाइल्ड हैज द सेम सॉर्ट ऑफ कंडीशंस, सो इट हैज सो मच ऑफ वेरिएशन। दैट वाई द ट्रिकीनेस ऑफ द सर्जरी इज बिकॉज नो टू चाइल्ड you cannot copy paste a surgical procedure. Every child needs a dedicated planning and preparation. So दोनों बच्चे कोई भी अच्छी उसकी प्रिपरेशन ही अलग होती है। इसमें जैसे अगर बच्चे की ओपनिंग बहुत छोटी है तो चाइल्ड विल नॉट बी अंडरस्टैंडिंग, बट चाइल्ड विल बी एक्सर्टिंग, तो लीड्स टू ब्लैडर चेंजेस विच कैन बी इवन बिकम परमानेंट। तो ये सब चीजें प्रॉब्लम आती है विच कैन इवन अफेक्ट द अपर ट्रैक्ट्स, किडनी और उन सबको। तो इसलिए दिस इज बेस्ट टाइम टू ऑपरेट एट क्लोज टू 6 to 9 months। एंड मैनी टाइम्स सम सर्जरी, सम टाइप varieties of hypospadias require a staged procedure, means it cannot be done in one stage, which may require a 2-stage procedure. So between both the staging you need a gap of 6 to 8 months. So if you do it at right time, so some which have a severe variety may otherwise also require another 6 months. So by the time you finish, or even you start at 9 months of day, you will end up close to 2 years of age when you are fully done the repairs.
Okay. So along with that, I have come across another term. Correct me if because it's a medical terminology. For common people, sometimes it becomes a little bit difficult also. So correct me, doctor, if it's wrong. It's epispadias extrophy complex, right? So how should we understand it in simple terms?
Like hypospadias, the baby is having passing urine from the undersurface of the penis.
Okay.
In epispadias, here the anomaly is the child is passing urine from the upper surface.
Oh.
तो ये भी यूरिनरी पैसेज का ही कंजेनाइटल अनोमली है एंड द चाइल्ड इज पासिंग यूरिन फ्रॉम द अपर सरफेस which we call it as the dorsal surface of the penis. Okay. The upper surface is called dorsal surface, this is called as ventral surface. So that is called as epispadias. And what you are using the term is epispadias extrophy complex. So basically the epispadias, if it is isolated epispadias, it is just the opening of the passage on the penis on the dorsal or the upper surface. And extrophy means the bladder, the urinary bag which holds or store the urine, that is also opened up.
Okay.
So it is a pretty complex disorder in which the baby lower abdomen on the tummy only you can see that bladder will be lying open and the child urine will be just oozing out from there.
Oh.
So both the ureters from the kidney will be opening there and there will be hole, like the undersurface or lower abdomen has not developed properly and there the urine will be coming out and then there will be free passage from the penis also. So that is called as epispadias extrophy complex and definitely that is a much more complex.
It's more complex. I was about to ask. We have seen hypospadias and epispadias as well. So both seems similar, but it's very different, right? So which is more complex? Because both of them seems to be very much complex.
See, everything brings their own challenge. Definitely both are challenging conditions, but definitely extrophy is not that common.
Okay.
Hypospadias are a much more commoner problem where the urine is passing from the undersurface. In epispadias, isolated epispadias are still more common than extrophy complex.
Okay.
In extrophy, or the whole of the bladder itself is open up. So there you can do it if that should be repaired close to the birth only.
Hydronephrosis is another term that we have come across in this department. How serious is the hydronephrosis and also the time of getting it cured? Would like to know more in detail.
हाइड्रोनेफ्रोसिस जैसे आपने जब शब्द बोला हाइड्रोनेफ्रोसिस का मीनिंग है इन लेमन और द कॉमन लैंग्वेज इज स्वेलिंग ऑफ द किडनी.
ओके.
किडनी में पानी इकट्ठा हो जाता मतलब यूरिन का इकट्ठा होना जिसको अपन नॉर्मली एक आम भाषा में बोल सकते हैं उसको हाइड्रोनेफ्रोसिस बोलते हैं. अब इसके बहुत सारे कारण हो सकते हैं किसी भी जहां भी ऑब्स्ट्रक्शन का पाथ इन द पाथवे ऑफ द किडनी है तो दैट कैन लीड टू swelling of the kidney or the ballooning of the kidney. So normally when we use hydronephrosis means we use it for isolated hydronephrosis, means only kidney ki swelling.
Okay.
If there is obstruction in the passage also, so that is called as hydroureteronephrosis.
Okay.
मतलब swelling of the kidney plus the swelling of the ureter, that is called hydroureteronephrosis. Nowadays, normally hydronephrosis for all this normally we come to know before birth only. Because nowadays antenatal scans is a norm, like 19th to 21st week of pregnancy. That is called as an anomaly scan that is been done by every mother. And I think it has a far outreach in smaller towns. Everybody does antenatal scans and most of all these diseases are picked up in that period of time. And the best part of renal anomalies are most of the time they are salvageable. ये वो conditions नहीं है जिसमें बच्चों को बचाना मुश्किल होता है ज्यादातर. We cannot talk about everything, but most of the time. So these are very much manageable. So they can, and most of them are managed post-operative, means post-delivery.
नमस्ते इंडिया खलाने
Hydrocele.
Hmm.
So it seems similar term, but how is it similar or how different is it? Like
It's totally different.
Okay.
Hydrocele is the swelling of the scrotum, like which the scrotal is the the testis bag, you can say. The scrotum is the place where the testes are placed, and they're placed outside the human abdomen. So because that requires a lesser degree of temperature. So the testes normally is descend close to the birth in the babies in the scrotum, close to birth. So close to just before birth, during the time of birth, or just in first 3 months of life. So that tract sometimes is lay open. So there is fluid which from the tummy keep on comes in the scrotum. So water, the collection of water there, it is called as hydrocele.
okay.
It has nothing to do with definitely.
Oh, it's different, very
Hydronephrosis
much
is totally different. It is swelling in the kidney, and hydrocele is the collection of water, you can say, or the sac in the.
How what is the success rate of treating it, hydrocele, or how can we treat it at
These
what
are very
time?
simple procedures. Almost 0.03% chances of recurrence. All these are very much easily daycare procedures.
Okay.
Very much manageable. Or whatever conditions we have discussed, all are manageable conditions. It's if you go to the right place at the right center, very much
Also,
manageable.
along with that, because the previous diseases that we have talked about were mostly from birth, since birth, and but with hydronephrosis and hydrocele, such kind of diseases are from birth itself, or it develops sometimes later on.
Hydrocele, see, hydronephrosis normally in a baby, as we are talking about my age, with the age group I treat. So hydronephrosis, that is swelling in the kidney, can also happen later on also.
Okay, okay.
But mostly what we see is close to birth, that is developmental anomaly, but normally it develops at that age. But though it can develop later on also, that also is there. But we are talking as of now because I am treating that area, so I am talking about pediatric portion. Hydrocele normally in this age group it is present, but when they are present at birth, we normally don't do anything. We just observe them for at least 1 year of age.
Oh.
And if it is still growing big or getting increasing in size, and there's some variety which are very tense, so those require address. But that also is requires address post 1 year of age. We don't, but definitely they all need close observation. So you need to be on regular follow-up, but we don't intervene in those cases.
Okay. So talking about a common term that we hear amongst a lot of people, hernia. So hernia, we see that people mention about this disease. A little bit more on it, and when is the right time to treat it, because it's about babies, pediatrics. So basically
Hernia is almost like when we are talking about hydrocele. Hernia is also the similar presentation. It is swelling in the scrotum. It is. But in this condition, the intestine, a portion of the intestine is coming from the tummy outside into the scrotum.
Oh.
So that is called as hernia. If the fluid is there, we call it hydrocele. There also you have to disconnect the passage from the tummy to the scrotum. In the pediatric age group, in the hernia also, you can do the same thing. It is the same thing. It is, but in this condition, the intestine is coming down.
Okay.
It is little riskier to manage hernias, specifically in a very small babies. If the babies are young and they develop hernia, that need urgent address.
Okay. So if it's in babies, particularly, it
Hernias
becomes
are very, because they are very prone for obstruction. Because the baby's intestines are very small and this passage is there, so there are chances of getting stuck, which we call as the first developing irreducibility, that they are not going back into the tummy or getting obstructed, or further leading to strangulation or necrosis of the intestine. The risk is more, whereas the surgical procedure is pretty simple.
Okay.
So better to address it when there is no problem. Before they develop any sort of complications, chances of developing complication in a very small baby is too much. So you need to, even though the child is young or small,
Any early
but
symptoms that can be
most of the times they will have swelling in the groin.
Oh.
Most of the times they will have swelling in the groin. That is the simplest, and almost all the mothers are able to see. Whenever they will cough or they cry, you will see the swelling is there. That is the commonest presentation. In fact, almost every mother is able to see that.
So another term that we have come across is PUV. So what is PUV particularly?
PUV is the full form of PUV is posterior urethral valve.
Okay.
Means we get urine is formed in the kidney. From the kidney, the urine comes from the tube that is called a ureter. It comes into the bladder. That is the storage organ of the urine. And from urine, the urethra, the passage, the tube that brings the urine out to discard the urine outside. So there is obstruction below the bladder. In this, in the urinary pathway, in the urethra, that tube that connects the urethra to the outside. So when the child is getting formed, there is some sort of blockage. It's like a valve, or you can say a curtain, or एक पर्दे के समान है वो. पर्दा है तो बच्चा जब यूरिन करता है, जब एक्सर्ट करता है, तो ये पर्दा जो कर्टन है वो यूरिन के मतलब यूरिन को पास होने में पेन करता है, मतलब अलाउ नहीं करता है. तो बच्चे को एक्सर्ट करना पड़ता है. एंड दिस प्रोसेस इज हैपनिंग ऑलमोस्ट क्लोज टू व्हेन द चाइल्ड इज गेटिंग फॉर्म्ड, व्हेन द चाइल्ड इज वेरी यंग विद इन द वूम. क्योंकि मदर का जो माँ के पेट का जो पानी होता है, जिसको अपन एमनियोटिक फ्लूइड बोलते हैं, ऑलमोस्ट फ्रॉम 18th वीक ऑफ प्रेगनेंसी बच्चे का यूरिन होता है वो.
So I was about to ask you about the technological changes that have come across because we have seen that these days it's getting better to get these kind of diseases treated because previously there were not certain people also were not aware much. These days awareness is increasing, maybe more awareness is needed, right? Particularly amongst the parents who will have to observe the child from very close. And if there is something, then if they are delaying it and thinking that it will get cured once he grows up, then it can get complicated, right? It's like that.
Definitely. See, in pediatric age group, importance of timing cannot be understated. For most of the conditions, timing is very important. And if you, like for hydronephrosis, if you are sitting over a disease, you are only waiting for something bad to happen. Though most of them do settle down on their own, very few percentage of babies needs intervention, and I am talking about only those unfortunate ones who are not getting settled down on their own. So in those babies, but the timing is very important because as you delay it, you lose valuable functions. And as you said, talked about the technology. So technology is very much a part of pediatric urology. It is totally transformed in the last 2 decades. Almost everything is endoscopic or minimal assist surgery being used to get the great outcome in this specialty. For whatever diseases we have discussed, most of them are done by minimal assist means. Like if you're talking about hydronephrosis, so laparoscopically or robotically pyeloplasties are being done.
One another term, renal tumor or tumor of the testes, which is also seen in children. So more about that, how can it be treated and when should a parent get a little bit aware that such kind of symptoms?
Renal tumors means the tumor means cancer in layman language of the kidneys, as you can understand. So normally it is Wilms tumor. There is another tumor which is just above, or the adrenal tumor, or in the retroperitoneal tumors, which is called as neuroblastoma. These 2 tumors are quite common in pediatric age group. Okay. And they present in the small babies. But the best part is that we talk about Wilms tumor. Today is that definitely most of them will require surgery, but definitely they have to taken care by chemotherapy also, means the drugs. So nowadays the drugs are so safe and the results are 5-year survival we talk about in such babies is very good, phenomenal. If you compare with the old regimes, the newer drugs has minimum side effects, much better evolved, much better targeted, and they have much better survival rate than before. But definitely they need proper centers for proper salvage. The surgery has to be good and they're taken care with the post-operative chemotherapy. Some babies may even require a dedicated radiotherapy also. But most of the times, but still the results are far better what it used to be a decade or 2 decades before. And the tumor of testes tumor again is not that common in pediatric age group, but definitely it is seen. But any what parents can see, any abnormal growth, because these testes tumor, the best part is that it's very easily detectable. The mothers, like when we are giving a bath or anything, they will be able to see that is something getting bigger than normal. So you need to go to a specialist and get it checked. That is the simplest thing, that just being aware.
The awareness is the key. We can say
awareness
that
is the key.
if you are observing the child, then you will definitely get to know it. Obviously, a little bit earlier, then it's always the best. Another term, very important one, undescended testes. So our audience, हमारे दर्शक जानना चाहेंगे थोड़ा बहुत इसके बारे में.
अनडिसेंडेड टेस्टिस बहुत ही सिंपल चीज है. जो टेस्टिस जो कि at develops close inside the body, in the lumbar region, means at the close to the back.
Okay.
But though they are developing when the child is very small, the fetus बहुत छोटा होता है, and with the differential growth, the kidney ascends and the testes descends.
Okay.
So testes close to birth, tummy से मतलब abdomen से बाहर आती हैं through the inguinal route and descend into the scrotum. So this phenomena is happening close to birth only, just 36th week of life when the child is developing. At the time of birth, that process of partition, that mother's normal delivery, or after birth. And that time certain hormones are working and they normally descend.
Okay.
So that definitely needs to be seen, and if you are that is the duty that when the child is born, it should be verified. The parents should be aware that we should see both the testes are there or not. और अगर वो नहीं है, उसमें से एक नहीं है या दोनों ही नहीं है, तो we need to be little conscious, and that needs to be, we still wait over it, we are not intervening. But all these phenomena normally going to happen. If it has to happen naturally, so you have to understand that it will happen in first 3 months of life.
Okay.
3 महीने में that is called as mini puberty, because at that time जो हार्मोन लेवल्स होते हैं वो हाई होते हैं. वो तो maternal हार्मोन से जो एक्वायर किए होते हैं बच्चे के, तो that levels are high. So and that works at that period of time. After that, those hormones have no role for till the child again reaches puberty, जब 13 से 14 साल का होने वाला है. तो बच्चे की अगर वो टेस्टिस नीचे आने वाली हैं, तो वो that will come in first 3 months of life. तो ideal time to intervene again in such babies is before 8 to 9 months.
How can, if there are any questions that our audience wants to consult, or any parent wants to consult, how can they contact you? Where can they reach you? If you can just give a little bit of information.
I am available in Apollo Children's Hospital. That is a dedicated children's hospital in Chennai.
Sure, doctor. Thank you. Thank you so much for being with us, and इतने सारे जानकारी आपने दिया हमको, इतना समय दिया, उसके लिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आपको.
Thank you.